All right, we are live. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cast Me Outside with me, Aaron Scholl. How's it going, y'all? Today's date is March 12, 2025. I can already hear my voice rumbling. Is this going to be a tough episode? I don't know. But if you're new here, welcome. This is my podcast. It's functions sort of like a video diary, video journal, because it's manlier. And if you ever needed any proof that journalism is dead, just look at this video journal. I talk about my life. I'm a stand-up comedian, aspiring stand-up comedian. I do it. I was at a mic yesterday, and I was the last comedian because I came to the comedy club after going to the gym. Got my workout in, of course. Been super consistent with going every day. Boy, doesn't make you wonder. Now I'm like, oh shit. Are these 5 exercises that I'm doing gonna make my body look all weird if I keep doing them? So am I gonna have to be smart about it? But I don't know. I'm getting back into fitness, so let's not scare myself away from it right away. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was validating my credentials as a comedian. I was sitting there in a semi-empty comedy club, about to go up last. There was one guy before me. The host said, "These next 2 comedians are comedians." One comedian recognizing another comedian. I'll have to say that is real, recognize real. So I was cooking so much fucking food. Oh my God, I had a fire. I had a literal fire. I was terrified. I don't know what to do. I need to do some Googling. I need to do some talking. I need a mentor. Without a mentor, you're just living a life dementored. Okay. Wordplay, unnecessary wordplay. Welcome to my channel. This is where we embrace unnecessary wordplay. This is where unnecessary wordplay is necessary. But yeah, okay, so got out of work a little bit early. Went to the grocery store. Booyah. Almost bought a ton of shit at the thrift store. Put 90% of it back. Bought one thing. Bought one thing that I was going to buy from a regular store, but I found it at a thrift store, so I was like, okay, this is just a travel mug, but it kind of checked my boxes. Big, can fit in a car, cup holder, has like a nice lid. So I was like, okay, I'll buy it. So I bought it. But then I went next door to the grocery store, bought a shit ton of chicken, bought a shit ton of steak. Did my post-work routine of editing, posting, taking a little nap, doing yoga nidra. Then I got right to cooking because I was like, fuck it. If I'm just going to be in all day today, I'll cook and I'll record. This is a late night podcast. But I was cooking chicken thighs on the gas grill, and it was like a legit fire in there. I guess they call it the drippings. The drippings can catch on fire. And that happened yesterday or 2 days ago when I cooked the steak, and it was fine. But man, this fire was getting sketchy. Just big flames. Max, like the thermostat on the cover of the grill was maxed out. Couldn't get any hotter, so I was just like kind of was fucking scared. So I turned off the gas and turned off the burners and took the chicken off the grill and finished it off in the oven. And I had one. It was good. 2 of the skins. There was like 5 thighs in total, and 2 of the skins got like a little like singed and actually burnt, but the other 2 stayed sexy. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a part of the grill that needs to be cleaned out. I don't know if I just fucked up and you're not supposed to do chicken thighs, or if I fucked up and didn't trim or do one thing or another thing. But it wasn't. I was fucking scared. I just turned that shit off. And I was ready to go back to back. I was ready to go chicken thighs, more steak. I got more steak. I spent like $40 at the grocery store. Eating good. But whatever, I chickened out and I aborted my chicken thigh plan. Because one, I was just like, holy shit. Is something going to blow up? That's what I thought. I wasn't too scared of the fire. I was like, I don't know. I need to fight my ignorance with knowledge. I need. It's like I'm only scared because I am ignorant of the ways of the grill. I am not an initiated man. But okay. We pivoted. The house is standing. Everything's good. I went outside and double checked. Everything looked good. Finished up those chicken thighs. They look really good. I had one that was good. I can agree. Cooked a shit ton of bacon. Cooked some green beans. Just, using shit that I bought. Using up the food you bought. Because that's like the hardest part of shopping. Is when you buy so much and you're only one person. And then you have all this food and you feel like this big obligation to eat it. Because, you don't want to waste your money. You don't want to waste the food. That's like energy, especially if it's like a living thing. I threw out an old rotisserie chicken that I got 3 weeks ago. But it's also just because you feel guilty about throwing it out doesn't mean you should keep it. And I think that's a fact. And I mean, I'm like a little impatient. So I've been throwing shit out. Like I bought a bunch of cheap Tupperware. You can just feel it's flimsy. It's like, I don't want to eat food out of flimsy plastic. So many people are telling me that eating food out of plastic is subtly poisoning you, or fucking with your biology. So I got no shame for throwing certain things out, but other things I do, and I can tell I delay doing the thing that I know I should do because I'm like just a little bit ashamed. But yeah. Scared to death of the grill now. No. But ultimately, I did what I wanted to do, which was cook and clean at the same time. And honestly, right now, it feels like a wash. It's not like I like really put a bow on the cleaning. I like got through everything that was there, and now there's like a new generation of dishes. Is this like all a fucking scam? Is this a fucking scam is what I want to know. I just can't be spending my days like this. Like not having any time to do anything all the time. Yeah. But whatever, we made some bacon, we made some green beans, we got some chicken thighs, we got a good meal for tomorrow. I got some hard-boiled eggs and some cheese sticks. So basically that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a hard-boiled egg, cheese stick, bacon. Eggs and bacon, for breakfast, but cold. Kind of is what it is. And then I'll do chicken thighs and green beans. And have an orange. And that'll probably be my, like, breakfast and lunch tomorrow. And then I'll come home, I don't know, make a sandwich, do some steak. Oh, no, I got to go get my car inspected. I gotta go get the car inspected, make sure the old Chariot is street legal. I hope I have all the paperwork and everything. Oh my God. I'm scared. Scared of getting rinsed. Two, like getting rinsed. I don't know. Yeah, just, ignorance. Ignorance is scary. Ignorance fuels my anxiety. I don't know. But yeah, so busy day tomorrow. Kind of busy day today. It's 9:00 right now. Losing the phone battle. I'm losing the phone's over there. That's why I'm gesturing. I'm losing to the phone. And I don't know. I don't want to be melodramatic. This is my addiction that I'm fighting. I open and close apps compulsively. I don't feel like I'm enough, and I'm constantly looking for a little boost of dopamine. I don't know if that's that. I bet you that's half true, or half of what's fueling it. I bet you there's some other things that I don't know if I could dig up right now. But yeah, I'm losing the phone battle, and but I'm not going to be discouraged that I'm losing. This is a 12-round fight. And maybe I lost the first 3, but I'm in the corner with my coach. He's talking to me. He's talking me up. We still have 75% of this fight left. And if it goes to decision and I still become the champion, I am still the fucking champion. Like, a hard fought, cold turkey is nice and all. That's like the knockout blow, but a hard fought victory is still a victory, and in some ways more captivating. Oh my god! But I just want to like look at it all the time. I need to go on like a retreat or like a fucking. I don't know what I need to do to fix it, but I'm not gonna make any promises except for what I think is the most important promise, that I won't give up the fight, even if it goes to this decision to the phone. And and it's only gonna go to decision to the phone. The phone's only gonna win in a small time frame. In a small isolated time frame, you'll look at that and you'll be like, yeah, the phone is winning that battle. But by the end of the fucking fight, ultimately, we're gonna come out on top. And I've done some thinking about it. And what I thought about is, this is like something that I heard when I was editing clips of a podcast that Jim Jefferies was on, the Australian comedian Jim Jefferies. He's super funny. I was listening to that podcast and I was just like, oh my god, this guy knows how to talk in like a great way. And same with Chris DiStefano. I really feel like he knows how to talk in a great way. But yeah, what did he say? He said, there's just a limit. This is in regards to his drinking. There's like, you have a certain amount of beers you're allowed to have. You have a certain amount of drinks you're allowed to have. And I decided to have all my drinks up front in like a 10-year period. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, okay, you're allowed to have this much screen time in your life. You're allowed to watch this much porn in your life. And, I just hit it. I just hit it faster than other people. And it's okay. But I had it. I did it. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to help at all. But I am. I'm like, I hit my limit. I'm full. I'm all filled up on it. Now, we don't need to get on the nitty gritty. But yeah, I'm just all filled up. Thank you. You've served your purpose. I don't know. Convince yourself you're satiated. Addiction's a bitch, but I'm going to take my advice and not quitting. So we're still in it. Oh, dude, I have like this new favorite YouTube session. There's this guy. I think his channel's called Apree, but his name is Asif Khan. And he's like this big, I don't even know. I wanted to say like Iranian. I don't think he's Iranian. He's he's not Pakistan. Is he Pakistani? Yeah. I think he's like this big Pakistani guy. And super outgoing. Used to do all these prank videos. I was watching some of the prank videos. Some of the ones over Zoom I think are super funny. Some of the ones in person, he just goes to places and makes them call the cops on him, and then he just like talks to the cops, and then eventually, I know he has enough footage to make a video. It's not quite as impressive. The impressive thing about that is like holding your own with the cops, which I guess it's like, why in my mind, like, why in my mind am I like, yeah, why is like, if you're not, even if you're just being annoying, like, you can talk to the cops and be annoying. That's essentially what he does. But he's doing a vlog series now. I guess he kind of hit rock bottom, or he hit like a version of rock bottom where he had to move back in with his mom, and he's like, he's just on this bodybuilding a kick as like a sort of a character, and it's like this really interesting character because he's like this cocky guy, and it's a character that feels really inauthentic. And then he's like grinding it out. He's grinding out like being a bodybuilder, which is like going to the gym all the time, which is really eating a shit ton of food all the time. So it's about like, he's really authentic with that by like showing you that, and he's like obsessed with his sleep and his nutrition, like as a bodybuilder. But he's also like this super inauthentic character where it's like, we know that's not how you are. So it's this weird like crossing of signals. It's like, okay, if you just saw him for a second, your first whiff would be, oh, yeah, maybe he's big and confident, but you could tell it's a facade. This isn't authentic. And then you watch 4 or 5 videos and you're like, oh, it's Groundhog's Day. Because that's kind of what it looks like. It kind of looks like Groundhog's Day when you're grinding something out. Like gym, meal, meal. All wrapped up in this kind of uh, inauthentic performance. So yeah, I don't know. Really entertaining to me. Inspired me to start doing like him and something else kind of inspired me to start taking cold showers. And I just did 2. I've done 2. I don't feel like it's a part of me yet. The cold is so funny because you really don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it. I was thinking to myself, oh, maybe I'll take a bath. Maybe I'll be a grown man taking a bath, which honestly, yeah, I will be a grown man taking a bath one day in the future. And I will try my best to relax and love it and enjoy it and not feel any weird social pressure from people who are anti-bath, which I get. But at the same time, like you go to pools and hot tubs. Is it the size? If you were in a giant pool-sized warm bath, would you not feel that you were bathing in your own dirt? Or is it the chlorine? The point of me wanting to take a bath tonight is I knew it was a cop-out to not take a cold shower. And I was like, that's so fucking funny, mind. You are giving me an easy way out. Like, oh, that could be just as beneficial. A nice, relaxing, warm bath. But no, I get in the bath and I feel stupid. I feel like, why didn't I just take a 5-minute shower instead of run the water, ease into the bath, sit there, feel like you have to sit there and like enjoy yourself because you took the time to run it and you're like, am I even getting the benefits of like this bath that I thought were going to come? I don't know. Whatever. I guess the point is your mind's a bitch and it'll try and get you to fucking weak out or pitch out. So my thought is with the cold shower that's kind of inspired me is he moved up north from Miami. And there was snow when he started this vlog series. And he was like, okay, I'm going to like lay in the snow. And then he found a creek. And he's like, I'm going to lay in the creek. And then, he was like laying in the creek when it was fucking cold as shit. And, he's just like showboating and like being confident and being like kind of motivational or like just goofy motivational, confident guy. But, yeah, just watching him get into the cold all the time was inspiring. And then from listening to Chase Hughes, which I'm still listening to a ton of his podcast appearances, I think I need like a day of planning, the prioritizing and planning of like, what do I want to tackle? But after listening to him, I kind of really resonated with this idea about being the most comfortable in a situation, and that's kind of what motivates me to turn a shower to cold. I was gonna say crank it to cold. I don't know why I did it. That's what kind of motivates me to do that because it's like, okay, I'm gonna have this moment of extreme discomfort, and this is my chance to like be calm, be the calmest person in this freezing cold shower because you're, I don't know, kind of training my nervous system to handle stress better, just to be the calmest guy there. So, wish me luck on that. That's a habit that's hard to stick. But yeah, I think that's it. Yesterday. So whatever, I did comedy. That was good. Actually, was good. It was a good set. I was vibing. I didn't look at my note cards. I just kind of. I still think I was going fast, but I think I was pausing so much better. But yeah, on the busy day tomorrow, I'm sure you guys will hear all about it. Let's get into some advice. Boo 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 doop. Advice. I think my auntie is dying. I think my auntie is lying about terminal cancer. I have an auntie that I haven't seen for many, many years. She's distanced herself from the family. She's been saying that she has cancer and that she was meant to die 6 months ago and she's lucky to be alive, but yet tells everyone that she's doing the natural route. Okay, yeah. I have cancer, but I also don't have a doctor to treat it. Who knows, man? Not taking chemotherapy, not doing any scans or tests, or taking any medication. She constantly talks about how she's struggling financially, physically, mentally, everything. But yet appears more healthy than myself, glowing skin, clean hair, energetic, laughing, moving around perfectly fine, and then out of nowhere starts to act extremely sick and lies down saying that she thinks she's dying. Yo, auntie is crazy. Does she have no friends? Oh, I did kind of want to talk about this because it rang true. Another baller art of manliness podcast episode. Instead of like getting my bad summaries of them, I should listen to the Art of Manliness podcast. I think that podcast has done like such a great job of not getting like sucked in to like the hysteria, like playing with people's emotions. Like it just seems like it's like, not super mainstream people, but people who are doing cool research or in like the one was about journals. This one's about loneliness. I'm thinking about halfway through, but the main guy's research, I'm not going to be able to find his name. The guy who he's interviewing, his research was saying like, yeah, we are spending more time alone, but as far as like the feeling alone isn't really hitting. And his theory was the goddamn phone. So his theory was that basically, dopamine is the chemical that makes you pursue things. So your phone fucking rinses your brain of dopamine, uses it all up. So you're spending time alone, looking at your phone, getting your dopamine depleted, and then when you're done, or when your friend does hit you up, you have no motivation left. You just have nothing in the tank to make you want to go out and see your friends. And I thought that was so you stay home and it's fine because you didn't want to go out because you're actually happy that they didn't give you a hard time for canceling plans, or you're actually happy that they canceled plans if that's how your night shook up, because you just have no motivation to be with people because all that chemical processes that make you like move towards goals, move towards social interaction, all of those chemicals are used up. They were fucking tapped by your phone and scrolling and shit. So that rings really true. So it's like, okay, so we're alone and we're actually sort of okay with it, but we're only okay with it because we're missing our biological resources that would make us move towards groups, less company, companionship. And in this way, like we trick ourselves. He also made a really good point. That's like, yeah, you may be an introvert, but every time you have a good interaction with people, you feel better than if you were just alone. So it's like maybe it's like exercise or something. Like you don't want to do it, but you're gonna feel better afterwards. So like wise up. Don't like hang your hat on being an introvert or something. You know what I'm saying? Because really, like for your own good, like do this for your own good. Like do the thing that. So like you're gonna feel better from socializing, even if you think you're an introvert. But yeah, I thought that was huge. So she's probably lonely. She distanced herself from her family, but now she's like, we're back on the advice. Now she's like all over the place. everyone is in my family is giving her money for scans and things like that, but yet she tells people she's not getting scans. I honestly think she's just making the whole thing up to get money and sympathy. I don't know how to confront anyone about it. So you're looking pretty good for cancer. I don't know what cancer you got, but sign me up. Yeah, I don't know. But like, you're giving money to Auntie who was meant to die 6 months ago. It's like, yeah, dude, every day with her, it's now a fucking blessing. It's like, of course I'm giving her money. It's like, I give her money, but I also am in the will. So if she's supposed to crock. So maybe I'll recoup some of my investment. How do you confront someone else like, hey, you might be being swindled by your family? She might be lying about having cancer. You ever just be like, how crazy would that be? Just drop a how crazy would that be? Oh, she's lying about cancer. How crazy would that be? You can make statements. I don't know how you would force. See, you know what it is right now? I'm having like a bit of a moment. I'm like, I just like listened to all of this interrogation stuff, and I should know how to get this person to admit, at least based off Chase Hughes' model, which would be like, so what do? You minimize it, you rationalize it, you sympathize with it. Dang it, I'm gonna have to like write down some of this shit. That's why I was saying, like, I need a moment to sit down and think, how am I gonna actually approach these skills instead of like this buckshot, overwhelmed, listening to 3 podcasts a day at 1.5 speed. Like, instead of that approach, like, I need to like sit down and be like, I'd like to be more confident. I would like to develop my authority. Like, what can I do that's simple and actionable? And if it takes a while, that's okay. But because I know I'm on my thing. But yeah, I'd be like, people do it all the time. It's okay. I get it. You're lonely. Cancer is not a big deal. It's not like you lied about having COVID. That'd be horrible. But cancer is common. And who knows? Maybe you did have it and it went away, and you just fought it with your mind. But you don't have it anymore, right? Well, yeah, maybe you used to have it and you fought it, and it's a miracle that you're here. And if I was living alone and didn't have anyone to talk to and wanted some sympathy or to feel significant, I don't know. I'm not a freaking I'm not a interrogator or even a human behavior person. But start sowing them seeds of doubt and see if we can get her to crack. Okay, guys, we did the time. I'm not gonna drag this advice out. That's pretty wild about the auntie, though, right? Have you ever lied about being sick? Have you ever lied about being sick for over a year? Let me know in the comments. But as for now, that's it for this episode of Cast Me Outside. It's been a lot of fun, but we're done. Gotta run. Thank you this time for your time. And until next time, keep on living and loving. Peace.